turn this off for a minute. You know, a couple of weeks ago, Steve Scaife and I, we began posting some little, you might call musical videos, musical in quotes, from my point of view, on Facebook. And much to our surprise, they've actually become quite popular. Now, if nothing else, this has proved that old saying about what they say about music, and that's that music unlocks memories. And I know that's true because as I've been picking my way through Apache and Dancehall and all those other old Shadows tracks, I've been reminded of the mid-60s and about those days when I played these tunes at dances that we used to play at the YMCA on Otley Road and at various church youth clubs, including here at Motown. Oh, you know, the 60s, they were great days here at Motown. We had youth club on a Tuesday, we had Young People's Fellowship on the Sunday, and in between, if by Friday you had any money left, you'd take the girl you were dating off to the pictures. It was when, without having an ounce of talent between us, we used to run corny concerts and pantomimes for our old folk. And on bank holidays, we all went off, we went off camping or on great long country hikes. It was here at Motown, of course, that I was baptised. It's where I met Gwyneth, and where in 1971 we were married. It's where I've prayed and I've preached. It's where I've helped in Faith Builders, in Pulse, in Rock Solid and in Rewind. It's where our own children came to Sunday school. It's where they came to Cubs and to Brownies and to Venturers. It's where I've served as a deacon and where I've stewarded. It's where I've taken 1 million pictures. And it's where I took the lead in our year-long search to buy 400 new chairs. But we won't go into that now. Now, I'm not telling you all this so that the next time we meet you can all rush up to me and shake me by the hand and tell me what a great guy I am. No, it's because it was only when I was prevented from coming to church, actually coming into church, that it hit me just how big a part of my life MBC is. And by MBC, I mean you. It might sound silly, but I suppose what I'm trying to say is that whilst in many respects it's a very different relationship, I see the bond that I have with Motown Baptist Church is as close as that as I have with any of my relatives. And I say that because, well, MBC is a family. And it's a family that over 2, you could say even possibly 3 generations, I've grown up in. Yes, I'll admit, I would imagine like everyone else, there are people within my church family who I find easier to love than others. And sometimes there are things that I see and hear that makes me want to dash up the road to St. John's. But family is family. And I'd like to think that I'd no more turn my back on MBC than I would on any of my other relatives. So today my prayer is that when all this is over and when we're looking at all these amazing acts of dedication, of kindness and of compassion that we're seeing every night on the news, that the whole of society continues in this same vein. Because if never in my lifetime have I been so aware of how very vulnerable we all are, but also of how much we all have to offer. So there we are. Can I just add that if any of you had told me way back in 1965 that more than 50 years later that young lad with 3 chords tucked under his belt would have been playing Apache and Dance On again, okay, this time streamed live via Facebook, I'd have been tempted to think that certain members of my church family were even dafter than me. See you.